Here's Brody Brazil.
Just wanted to clear up something here real quick. I have been using a voicemail line, the same one, a 510 number for so many years, but now I've switched over. So you might still see that old number. Just get rid of it. Take this one instead. It's the brand new one. It's the one I'll be moving forward with, 833-4Brody. You know the way this works. Anytime you've got something on your mind you want to share, you think it makes for a good video topic, idea, or discussion, send it my way. Leave me a voicemail 24/7. I never actually pick up the phone. It goes straight to voicemail. I listen to all of them, and I get to them just like this.
Hi, my name is Jesse Denzel. I live in Modesto, California. So I have this problem with the A's since I live in Modesto. I know I should be hurt that they left Oakland, but Sacramento's close to me. So I don't feel that hurt. So how do I handle the other A's fans?
Jesse, thanks for the call. That's quite the predicament. I could tell it in your voice. Can't see you while you're talking, but I could kind of feel that over the phone, that you really don't know how to feel. Maybe you don't have that previous connection to Oakland, but I think there are some things you can relate with. I'll explain in just a second. I also understand the geography between Modesto and Sacramento, both in California's Central Valley, not far from each other, so you feel more connected to Sacramento than you ever did to Oakland. Totally understand that. Let me just start by saying this. In terms of A's fan complications and all the different ways to feel, my reminder has always been this. I'm never here to tell you what to do. I want to say, and I'd like to hope, that most fans who still support the team or have gone entirely away from the team or don't know how to feel, if you can just explain your feelings and why you're doing what you're doing, and there's a good explanation for it, if you can really think through the thoughts and talk them out and explain them, that's totally fine with me. And if you stand by them, I've got nothing more to say. There is no playbook for all of this. I do realize that the A's are not the only Major League Baseball team to ever relocate. Obviously, they came from Philly to Kansas City and then Kansas City to Oakland, but we're living in different times, modern times. This just doesn't happen a lot in modern baseball. It hadn't happened in about 20-something years, and it's only happened now once or twice in the last 56 years. There is no playbook for all of this, so I'm not here to say there are rules or you should do this or you can't do that. It doesn't go that way for me. But I do want to remind you that if you don't understand the Oakland side of it, or if you can't relate to it, there might be something that you would understand a little bit better here. The Modesto Nuts, the one-time A's single A affiliate. I know they've been an affiliate of a lot of different teams. They've been playing professional baseball in Modesto for a lot of years. Did you know this is their last summer in Modesto? The ownership group of a bunch of minor league teams is moving a bunch of different things around, and they couldn't get a new stadium deal. They couldn't get the fixes to that ballpark in Modesto. A couple $1 million of upgrades for clubhouses and field conditions, and the city wasn't in on it, or they just couldn't get it together. Team said maybe they would pay for it, but they could not strike a deal. Bottom line is, the Modesto Nuts are leaving after this summer. And that's awful. For fans of baseball in Modesto, it was right around the corner. It was in their backyard. Games had been fairly well attended over the decades. And so if you can't relate with that, this is happening in your hometown. Baseball's being taken away because two sides couldn't get the business part together. And I'm not here to point fingers and lay blame on one side or the other. It's always complicated in these scenarios. Sometimes the fault is all one way. Sometimes the fault is all the other way. Sometimes it's a shared blame. But the point is, if you're not sad about the minor league baseball team leaving Modesto and you can't understand the correlation of a major league team leaving Oakland after 57 years and why people in the Bay Area are upset, you at least need to relate to that or understand that part of it. I'm not saying you can't enjoy Sacramento. I'm not saying you can't, collaborate with Sacramento fans and feel some of the excitement that some of them have. It's totally okay. But I also want you to realize that playing in Sacramento for these 3, maybe 4 seasons, who knows? Literally, who knows? There's a big difference between really playing in Sacramento and wearing the name across your chest and putting that Sacramento name out there on television graphics and on scoreboards and kind of waving the Sacramento flag. That is really playing in Sacramento and repping Sacramento versus using Sacramento like a Motel 6, and you just need to stay there for a couple nights to get you on your way to the next stop down the road. There is a huge difference there. And look, some fans are okay with that. They're okay with the transactional situation. They understand what it's all about. I think right now there's a lot of people invested in the hope that Major League Baseball is either going to stay in Sacramento or that this is an audition for Sacramento for a future expansion team of Major League Baseball. And let me just stop anybody right there. If you think, number one, that this truly is an audition, or if you think this audition is going so swimmingly well right now, and I'm not blaming Sacramento for that, I'm just saying I don't know if either of those two things are happening or happening to the degree necessary for the end result to actually come. So I'm just making the point here that if you can understand the Oakland side and you can realize what the Sacramento side is, and you're still okay with that, then I won't stop anyone from enjoying their moment. Some people in Sacramento have always loved baseball. They've always supported the River Cats as the A's affiliate of AAA at one point, and now the Giants affiliate at the AAA level. And now they're just getting to see something different. It's going to last a couple years. I know we're just kind of settling in on this whole temporary deal. There are 2 more full seasons at least at that ballpark, and crowds that aren't full, and it hasn't even got hot yet, and some complications to come with it, and some complaints about the ballpark, and its playing surface, and its clubhouse conditions, and its media tent, and all that stuff. I'm going to stop right there. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. I only want you to understand the entirety of the situation as best you can, and like I said before, if you can just explain how you're feeling and why you're going that way, and there's a good reason, totally fine with me. So I don't know if that answers the question of how to mingle with fellow Sacramento fans. I just want you entirely educated about it. And if you can move on happily after that, then more power to you. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Also, thumbs up while you're down there helps me, the video, and the channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you back here next time. And if you want to jump in on this voicemail fun, 833-4Brody, it's open right now.